Hello, hello. Welcome everybody to another wonderful Thunderbird live streaming session. We're gonna try to do a lot of design, a little bit of development, but overall, we're gonna try to have a lot of fun. This was the greatest intro ever, right? How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining. As usual, feel free to write in the chat, ask your questions. Tell me, where are you watching this from? What time is it right now in your region? This is going to be primarily about Thunderbird. If you've been following the past two live streamings, we are trying to implement a new feature called Customizable shortcuts. We're trying to add the ability for Thunderbird users to customize their shortcuts, look at all their shortcuts, and change them the way they want. I'm working on this exclusively during the live streaming. So I work on this 1 or 2 hours per week, tops. So there's not going to be any progress in between live streamings. All of this is done out in the open, the whole process, so you can see how absolutely terrible and sometimes slow and frustrating it is, but also exciting and very, very fulfilling and satisfying. Oh, Toby. Hi, Toby. Thanks for watching. Oh, it's 8 in the afternoon for you, Austria. Thank you, Andreas. Thank you for watching. All right, let's get started. No need to dwindle around the intro, so let's switch here. If you've been watching the previous couple of sessions, you know that I started this work by writing a customizable shortcut scope of work. And I also shared this in the description of the video. So if you want to read it, there's a link in the description. The video goes to the Google Doc. It's just a web page. You can now comment or change it or edit it, but you can read it all. I try to organize the work in the expected milestones, expected delivery, expected task, and all these things. The thing that we've been doing so far, it's primarily starting from design, because we need to have pretty much a very clear idea of how this thing is going to look like first. I mean, we could start from the back end, but I'm a visual person. I really like to do design first and then development after. Hello, Draman, welcome. So yeah, this is the situation that we are right now. Well, I created these, well, I started first from the mockups, like just simple wireframes to have an overall like approach to usability and expectation of what it needs to be, the primary overlay takeover of the customizable shortcuts, and then a couple of pop-up mobile dialogues here to all the users to customize, and some warnings and things like that. Throughout this process, the design manager, and here again, that Pempot doesn't recognize my shortcuts. Sometimes Pempot does what Pempot does, but it's fine. The design manager has been leaving comments to guide me. Oops, can I put this back? Yes. To help me, guide me, and giving feedback on all the things that I've been doing. And same thing she did for the high fidelity design here. So this is the situation that I try to achieve last time, pretty much defining a keyboard shortcut to trigger this overlay, and this overlay will give access to the users to see all the shortcut that are part of Thunderbird. For now, we're going to start with just a few because we need to plug them in, but we want to allow the users to search all the shortcuts, scroll through all the shortcuts, or filter them by section, because we probably have hundreds, if not maybe like almost 1,000. No, I don't think we have 1,000 shortcuts, but yeah, a few hundreds. I wouldn't be surprised, especially the same shortcuts is used in a different way, like different action depending on the space. If you're in the mail, in the address book, in the calendar, the same shortcuts are triggering different things, so we need to distinguish that. I come up with this design with a list of the actions, the shortcut that triggered that action, and then the ability to edit that action. If a shortcut is being customized, a little icon would appear to allow the user to reset to default. And if there's any shortcut that is being customized inside this current space, the current visible space, you can reset all of the shortcuts. There are things that we need to design, the little dialogue. So the objective of today is to finalize this design, design the high fidelity for the customizable dialogues, and then start with some coding. Start defining a little bit of the architecture, a little bit of the SQLite schema. Maybe we can try to generate an SQLite schema, saving it into our profile, and generate an SQLite file, saving it to our profile, and slapping it the first version of our schema. Yeah, let's give it a try. Oh, there are some comments. So usually I talk through what I do, and then sometimes I stop and I read the comments and I reply to the comments. Except for Danny that asked for skeuomorphism to be brought back. Up to a certain point, I hated the time when everything needed to look like reality. Like, do you remember the Notes app in macOS or iOS? Literally, they had to design the tearing of the paper at the top. That was a little bit insane. Come on. Muzafer, hello. Hi. Have you considered adding support for mouse gestures or combining mouse action with keyboard shortcuts? Didn't consider that. Mouse gesture, you mean probably like trackpad gesture, or yeah, that would increase a little bit accessibility. That adds an extra layer of complexity. Maybe for later, that's something to consider. Yeah, good suggestion. Okay, so let's see what happened here. And let's activate the comments that Laura left. She's very thorough. This is fantastic. Let's go in order. Number 12. I think for the model background color, we could go with a more neutral color. Yes, I was struggling last time to find what is a good color for the background. Yeah, we could do this. Would that be a screen behind scrim? Like a screen, maybe? Scrim. What's a scrim? Is that a word? Scrim. A durable, loosely woven fabric, often cotton, linen material. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if she meant like a texture or a screen. It's a type. I don't know. But no, like behind this model is the application, but behind the background. Wood grains and brush metal. Yeah, Micah, I think you're right. Yeah, I don't know if I want a texture behind this. I don't think so. Feel free to play with the border edge. Could either go lighter or subtle gray. Yes, the border edge here, I have like a hint of a different variation. I don't know if it comes out in the screen. Also, feel free to play blah, blah, blah. Noting that the blue was intended for the account hub flow or basic model colors should be neutral. I'm happy that you are contributing to that there. Yeah, I agree. So let's make these actionable items right away. We are gonna we should have these color, background, fill soft. We have what it's our this is what, oh no, this is what we're using, F7. I thought we had that color. Oh, okay, base raised. Okay, this is the, yeah, this is what was she, yeah, this makes sense. Okay. And then let's play a little bit with border. Do we need to have this border separation? Because right now we have this kind of like simulation of 2 pixels border, the same color there, but let's change it a little bit. Let's do something drastic so we can see how it looks like. This sort of change, like this, I don't know, do we even need the border? Because usually modal dialogues, I don't think we need. Let's remove the stroke entirely. Yeah, usually modal dialogues, especially this overlay is gonna add an overlay dark takeover like underneath, so the whole application is gonna darken down a little bit, so this pops up. Maybe one thing that we could have if we don't have it is, we do have it. Fantastic, is a drop shadow. but I want to make it smaller, and then a little bit down here, and then make this like a 10% or 20%. This could be even smaller maybe. And this like a 30. Yeah, I think this is fine. We don't really need a border. It just adds something that doesn't bring anything really to the table, maybe. I don't know. Muzafer says, I was thinking like if there will be any shortcuts like control plus mouse wheel, maybe that's suitable for a mail client. I think control mouse wheel already it's implemented to zoom in and zoom out in the message. But yeah, I think we will need to implement those. For now, we are sticking with keyboard shortcuts, but yeah, probably later on as an iteration, we can add that support. Okay, Andreas asks, out of curiosity about out of scope, is the mock-up of the calendar in the mailing list still the newest iteration? I heard it will be worked on very soon. Ha ha ha. Yes, Andreas, we're gonna start releasing more visual updates on the calendar. That's a general direction that we want to go to and we're trying to achieve, but more iterations and more changes. More design explorations have been done and are currently in the process of being done. So we're gonna keep sharing things in the UX mailing list. Yeah. The calendar is gonna receive a lot of love. Yeah, Muzafer, I like shadows instead of borders for modals. Yeah, I mean, it really depends. Like in some large modal takeover that I have a very unique background with some texture and other things, then the border creates a nice separation and stands out from the rest of the modals. But in this case, this is a pretty standard modal, so we can get away with that. Let's continue. 13, not sure these need to semi-bold. Try regular for weight. Oh, also let me do this. Yes, good suggestion. Thanks. I don't think we want any texture or images as a background of this model. And this mark as complete. Oh, how do I? Okay, it just disappeared underneath post. Boom, done. Okay, then nope. 13. Not sure these need to be semi-bold. Try regular for weight. Also, default font is 13. Can you bump the font size down? Our text color is blah, 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 1, 0. Okay, let's find it. Alrighty. All right, this is 13. Yeah, I made them a little bit too big. This is what happens when you design, just visually design, and you don't respect your design system. This one. Okay. Strong. Do you have this color? 1A20 should be this one. Yeah, we have this. Boom. I can use a design system color. Look at us. Look at this. Great. Then mark this done. Then we got 14. These icon gets a bit lost here. I need a reminder what is for refresh for conflicts. I don't have a round reset icon, but that's the intention. Reset to default. Okay, so that's a fair point. Yeah, I've been using this icon that it's a little bit more refreshed. But if we go to the noun project, this is a website that I like to do like visual exploration on inspirations of what a specific icon should look like. So if we search for reset, what is the, yeah, see, it's the little circle, right? that could be also interpreted as rewind or refresh, like it's used multiple times in different contexts. So does this make sense? Oh, maybe oh, well, this is an interesting thing that it's gonna confuse a lot of people if you use it. Reset. Yeah, reset is usually... Oh, is it just a finger with a button? That's for someone just went very literal. Like, we need an icon for a reset button. That's a finger with a button. Oh, we're going wild in here. What is this? Okay. But yeah, so that could be these reset instead of refresh. I don't know. Let's open the, because in the assets in the design system, actually, let me open. Oh, by the way, if you're using PenPot, the Thunderbird design system file is publicly available. I'm updating it and filling it up so you can pull it into your project and have the icons, the components, the color that we're using to rebuild the UI in Thunderbird. But we have all our icons here. And I didn't have a circle reset, but I think it's somewhere in the file, so I could grab it and use that one and replace it. Yes, let's quickly do it. You entertain yourself in the chat, but yeah, I'm gonna open Figma super quickly, get into Thunderbird desktop. Do we no, Thunderbird design system, iconography, ready for export. Do we have the icons, the circle icons here, or are there still? Oh yeah, Micah, I see you. I see you in there. Haha, found it. This one. Thank you. Okay, Micah is being very subtle to just pointing me to what which icon I should use. Thank you, Micah. Very gracious of you. Okay, so let's see what is the easiest thing for PenPot to import. I think if I right click, copy as SVG, and then I paste it in here. Oh, nice, it works. And this is an icon small, so yeah. SVG path, I can extract this out. I think I can delete this and make this. What is icons small? Icon small, upload one. So this should be called reset, maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's slap it inside here, and it's gonna get added here. And then we can make this. Oh, we needed that. Oh, sorry. Okay, my bad, mistake. I need that background. No, but I need this because it's a container. So reset. And then I'll slap it inside. Does this fill up? 16 by 16. Okay, this one needs to be 16 by 16. But first, before we do that, we add the constraint actually at the center, so we don't resize it accidentally, and only the container is resized. Wow, PenPot, you don't follow your lock? Oh no. Wait, what? 16. How in heaven is this 16 by 16? This is a clicked content and showing view mode, and this is layout. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. How do I do this in PenPot? Oh my god. Okay, let's do this. Let's do inside here a 16 by 16 rectangle. We slap it inside the reset icon. And this should be on top of it. So let's move it outside because I'm using a flex layout and it's creating some tiny little problems, but let's put it inside. Oh my god. Oh my god. Out. Where is the rectangle? Give me the rectangle. Put it inside this container, please. Thank you. It's never the best when a design tool makes you angry, right? Oh no! I want you here. Okay. Out. Dong. Alrighty. Are we good? 2 pixels, 2 pixels. Okay, we're good. We're good. This doesn't exist. This is fine. 16 by 16. Now we can slap it inside. Okay. And now we can make it... how do I make it a component? Oh, create component. Okay. Icons, small. Okay. Icons -sm reset. Okay, so now that should be in my assets here. Hoo-ha. 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 And I should be able to change it. Reset. Yes, there you go. Boom. Thank you. Oh, god damn. Respect. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it reset. It doesn't. Struggling. I don't like this. Okay, let's say this is good enough. Reset, and then we can replace all of these as well, but only the container. We reset. Pum. Okay. Then also this we reset. And also this we reset. Bam. All right. This could be maybe a button. So one thing that I wanted to change as looking at this, I don't think we need a label for the section. This is pretty self-explanatory, and from a accessibility point of view, this can have an accessible label field. Here we could use the same logic for the button. We can maybe copy this style a little bit. Actually, we could duplicate it, move it to this side, delete this, make this the reset, and then it's going to turn gray, of course, because it doesn't respect, whatever. Reset here, and we make this a regular font size. This one we make it white, and this we make it a little bit smaller. We could do like a small button type of thingy, and the size or the padding could be even smaller here too. Why did it? Okay, this could be like a 6. And this button, reset button, could replace these entirely and go on a, what is that, 8, 9 pixel, 6, and this could be 12. Why is okay, thank you. Or can I go auto as 1.2 is the default? No, I wanted 1. So you Central line. Okay, reset. This could be a good compromise there. Oh, so many comments. You folks are having a conversation there. Like, involve me in this conversation. Does Thunderbird currently support third-party add-ons? And if so, do they have their own shortcuts? Yes, that's an extra layer of complexity, actually, because add-ons, they can implement their own shortcuts, but also add-ons have the ability to customize some of the shortcuts. But it's a very clunky experience, and you do it in the extension areas. Probably we're going to explore that later after the design is done. I'm going to show you like what is the current status of shortcuts and customizable shortcuts in Thunderbird. Yeah, it's a bit messy. I'm not seeing how delayed my stream. Yes, Micah, the stream is probably a minute or two delayed. I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Add-on keyboard shortcut is hard to find, so the shortcut will be mixed with local shortcuts. Maybe another section for those. No, Muzaffer, for now, we want to tackle only core shortcuts. Add-ons, the extensions and add-ons of Thunderbird, it comes from the same technology that it's implemented in Firefox. So for us, it's very, very difficult to change things that are set in Firefox. So yeah, we could override those, but that means rebuilding our own add-on implementation and engine in there. So for now, like customizable add-ons shortcut stay in their own section. It's a very niche and hard to find, as Danny said, thing. So it's not something that users are screaming about it. Like the most important thing is the core application needs to allow users to customize the core shortcuts of the most common actions. Yes, Danny is right. It also detect conflicts with the default app, and in the future we're gonna try to unify those. And making them customizable, it's super challenging. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but we love it. That's why we're here. They did the icon and made this a more explicit button. Pempot, you should not mark a new comment for the person that wrote that comment. That's annoying. 15, do we need any quick links at the bottom to get a support page on shortcuts? Yes, good idea. Okay, assets, components, not local library components. Buttons. Do we have link buttons? No. Okay, we're gonna do something super. Oh, come on, Pampot. Gonna something super quickly here. We're going to get help, support. Learn more. No, support. Never use learn more. Learn more is absolutely terrible. Support. We can do something like that. And of course, this is over default. Let's do this. And then we can can I make it underline? Yes. Support. Inside the background this was put? Why, Pampot, you decided to put this inside the background? I didn't. Maybe this get support. Yeah. Oh, Muzaffer, no, like please ask all the questions that you want. This is a collaborative experience. I'm doing this live streamings to share the process and show how absolutely complicated everything is, and why to implement something takes a million years, and why when we release something things break very easily. But yeah, this is also a collaborative open process. We are open source, and we like this. We like people asking questions. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? A lot of good implementations came from people suggesting things that we haven't considered. So this is the core of the benefits of doing this. So please do that. I don't know if the position of this is fine, but it's easy to change. But yeah, get support might be weird. But yeah, it's good. It's good to consider. We can quickly iterate this during development. If there were more than 8, will there be a load more on next link or a summary? How many need for pagination? This will be a scrollable area. Wow, I don't know how to write scrollable. Be a scrollable area to list, maybe alphabetically, all the shortcuts of a specific section. Yeah, that's it. And now it marks as to reopen. Okay, 16, 17, let's do this. Reminder that we might need to do accessibility annotations. Tab in order, area tags, yes. Not sure how conflicts are handled at the moment, other than visually, since we're in a web format in Penpot browser tools work. Can try Wave or Axe extensions. Accessibility annotations. Yes, we will need to do accessibility annotation. I mean, like, the objective for all this frontend, of course, is to use standard HTML elements and trying to put them in a position in an order that roving tab, like the default roving tab and accessible tabbing, works properly, and use native HTML components with their own accessible native elements. So yeah, this makes sense. Do we need a heading for what this model is for? I don't think so. This will be opened intentionally by the user and not essentially by the user, and should be pretty obvious to understand what it is, even if it's open accidentally. Yeah, if not needed, I like to avoid like big title things like that. This is like a shortcut HUD or HUD. What does HUD stands for? HUD. I knew it. I just forgot. HUD acronym definition. Alcohol. No, United States. No. No, it's not United States Department. HUD. It's like the Iron Man HUD is the HUD acronym, interface design. Come on. Oh my god. HUD. Graphical user interface. Give me the heads up display. Jesus. Okay. HUD stands for heads up display. Okay, so this is a heads up display situation. So users triggers it and shows it on the heads up display. Thank you, Toby. Thanks so much. It's just like brain fart at the moment. Muzaffar, will dark mode be included in design? Yes, so I'm using our design system, our color palette, and we have in our color palette already by default defined both light and dark mode. So theoretically, I'm not doing it right now, but we have a mechanism that if I use this color for light, then when we switch in dark mode, automatically switches to this. So I don't need to design the dark mode. Dark mode comes automatically during implementation because these colors match each other. And we already have like accessibility, readability ratings, and it's just automatic, right? I just use the proper CSS variable and automatically switches dark, light, high contrast mode, all these things. I don't need to think about it. And it simplifies a lot of things. Like I design it in light mode or I design it in dark mode, doesn't really matter. I use those variable by default, and yeah, that's it. Okay. Ehi, ciao Amos. Benvenuto, bentornato. All right, so Laura also left a couple of screenshots from some design elements that we started adding into Thunderbird, which are like these heading for the component selection. I think we have it in the design system somewhere. Forms. Yes, here. We have this like long selection, like this large radio button with a title and a description, and we using this component system. But also another things I don't think I transfer here. Another new component is this header with multi-selection at the bottom. You're gonna see this is in the new account hub as soon as we release it. Yeah, this could be like a good example to change this maybe and to adapt it to this style. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's give it a try. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to copy this super quickly. And oh, wow. Oh. Penpot is having a fit. Did you drop down? Is it all? Oh, it's all together. Why the fuck? Sorry. Okay, so this is another issue with Pempo. Like in this group, the background is taller. It's like it's 41 pixel high. But then if I select the container tells me that it's 32 pixel high. So it visually gives me like the background is not part of the element, even if it is. It's all together, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, let's duplicate this and then we can hide it, so we can modify this and tweak it a little bit. We can do something like that. We can try this, having our let's try simply with a color picker first. Let's do this, and then we got our stroke, border, and picker. What is it? Why don't you give me the preview? Is this the correct one? Yes. Give me the preview. Okay, this is the right one. Okay, we got this. Then we don't want the drop shadow. We can remove it. Remove the drop shadow. And then we can use this. We can change it to be a primary button, maybe. I should use the primary button component, but for now I'm just using this primary, and then the border default, and stroke is not highlight, hover, pressed. Where's the border? It's pressed, the border, right? No, it's too much. I think it's hover. Okay. Yeah, this could be it. What do you folks think? And then this could be a default button. So I should actually import the components button. Default small. I need a small secondary, primary. There you go. I need this. I want this. Okay. Want this and this. Can I slap in here? Does it allow me to slap in here an icon? If I grab this from the icons and I slam it in here, boom. No, it does not, of course. It doesn't allow me to. No, it doesn't allow me because it's a closed component, so I should export it. But it's fine. Okay, so let's trick this button and make it something else, like make it look like this a little bit. We can do it. Oh, let me move out of the way. Beep, boop, bum. The stroke is going to be. Is this correct? Yes. Okay. And then the text for 1, 2, they're gonna be, I think, is this? Let's make it a little bit. Okay, let me remove the drop shadow here. What happened? God. Pampot. This needs to be exactly the same, so we want is this color, right? We could have a situation like this. What do you think? Maybe, maybe not. So let's section row 1, section row 2. What do you folks think? Oh wow, where did it go? I didn't move it there. It just decided to move there. Okay. I guess when I duplicated it, it just got moved. Okay. So let's do this. Can I shrink these tabs a little bit? No, this is the row. Can I shrink the... Oh, this is the minimum. Okay, I need a little bit more space. Okay, this or this. Section 1. 1 is a little bit more Thunderbirdy. Section 2 is a little bit more yuck. So yeah, let's do the second one. We can leave it at that. And this is a primary button to change things. Could also be actually duplicate. Yeah, that's why I slap it here. Section row. Let's do another one. Not inside. Move it to here. And we can do, let's hide this and let's do section row 3 and we can actually change it. So let's do the background. It can be our primary color and then we can have the stroke as our pressed here. And then this can kind of stay like this, I think. But this can change and be the no, I want, what was that? Was using this one, maybe. The icons, the label, and the other icon can all have the primary press color thing, and the label doesn't need a drop shadow. Oh, I need to change the button here. The stroke is not hover, but is light gray, something like that. Could be this. Also, this need to change. Yes, let's reset this color. This is too bright. Let's use this as well. Oh, this was the This was the border. This was the border color. Stroke. Yes, we know the field. So where is this field coming from? Is it collapse? It's collapse. Okay, cool. Yeah, could be this, right? So between 1, 2, or 3. What do you all think? Feedback time. This is the perfect collaboration. Write in the chat 1, 2, or 3. Which one? This is 1. This is 2. Oops. This is 2. Blank with a primary button and a secondary button, and then blue with a primary, secondary, but the primary is inverted to white. 2 and 3 for me. Like 1 is definitely a no-go. It seems to be very foreign to everything else, so I think we can exclude it. 2 or 3, depending on if we want to bring more emphasis on the section as a divider, or if we want to bring more emphasis on 3 is the section as a divider, or 2 more emphasis on the primary button that is the drop-down selection there. Mutafair asks, do you adjust the default font line height? In my experience, it often causes issues in front-end design, and I always ask my designers to avoid it. Yes, it really depends on the situation. When we're doing buttons, the buttons, they have a flex order, and all the content needs to be centered, because the button doesn't need to have text that goes on another line. It's not a paragraph. The button is only one word. It doesn't wrap the text, and it needs to be, especially if the button has an icon, it needs to be perfectly centered in line with the icon, and the padding top and bottom, they need to have the same distance. We already have a component in our CSS library inside Thunderbird where we reset the button style. Like if you have text inside a button, we put like line height to 1 to have like completely flat and not have extra padding at the bottom. So but usually for everything else, for headers and paragraphs and other type of text, yes, you don't want to mess with the line height. Like leave the line height based on the CSS global style that you have there. So folks are saying 2 or 3. Folks are saying 3. Yes, this could be, Micah, you're right. This could be, this could follow accent color maybe. We can experiment with this. But yeah, 2 and 3 are pretty much identical. It really depends on, I mean, I'm leaning towards 2 because it's less in your face, but I can see how 3, oh yeah, oh my God. Let's stick it with 3 because it's a little bit more adjacent to other design things that we did. And then we can experiment this with the code, with the accent color, see how it behaves with the accent color. Shouldn't be too bad. Minus margins can solve the centering issue. No, absolutely not. Never, ever, ever, ever use negative CSS values to align things. That's just, it's a recipe for disaster because especially Thunderbird, it's a native application for multiple operating systems. So we cannot control the default font. And depending on the font size, each font size comes with a specific style and a specific like it fills up different size, a different space. Like even if the line height is 1, a Metropolis font size occupies more space than an Inter font size or an Open Sans font size, or vice versa. There's no way we can control that. So using negative margins, assuming that, okay, if I do negative 2 pixels, it's gonna look consistent everywhere, that's just, you open up a can of worms, and it's absolutely terrible. But I think this is pretty good. So let's finish this design because I want to do other things. I want to start coding. So we want to do the dialog designs for our shortcuts and showing how this behaves in high fidelity. So I'm gonna slap it here, put it. I'm going to grab this background and use the same exact thing here. I'm gonna delete the support here, slap it. Gonna use a frame to wrap this frame around it, and this is customization dialog. And I want this background color to be a little bit gray, like this. And this can be center and center. Center. Can I align it to the center? Yes, thank you. That's perfect. Micah says, I think if we use the user's accent color, 3 could be a pop of the customized flare. However, 2 is more of our status quo right now. Yeah. You want to argue with me about -1? Yeah, let's get into it if you want. Yeah, no. I had only troubles with negative margins. Like, never ever use negative margins. Yeah, no. No. That's bad. That's bad, man. I mean, if you find a good balance and it works for you and you don't have any shortcomings or negative things, it's good for you. You found it. But yeah, I only had troubles. Okay, so here we want to do this. Let's use this row as an example. If I paste it, oh, thank God. Okay, so what we want to do here, we want to have the title of this row of the action here. And these could be slightly bigger, so we can do a 21. I'm sure I should use the typography that we defined, but this is just an example. Maybe this is too big, like 18. Central line, vertically aligned. We can slap it at the top and make it a center, and then go down, boom, bam, 10, 12. Okay, write a new message. Then we want to use our assets for small buttons. Small primary button. Save. Color state, focus state default. Okay, slapping it here. Save. Bam. Beam. Boom. Bum. Beam. 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 And then we want our default one here that says cancel. Oops. No. Cancel. All right. And we want this to be central line with each other. Okay. Then I'll slap these around, let's say 21 border pixel, one size, and 21 border pixel. Consider this is it's gonna be like a fairly small dialog, so we don't have a lot of space for padding and stuff like that. But Yeah, write any message, cancel, save. Are small buttons fine, or should it be regular buttons? Let's give it a try. Button default, state default. Yeah, I think there should be regular buttons. Sorry. Cancel. Yeah. I don't know why I'm using the small buttons here. Boom, 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 boom. And then this one, can I replace this with... Oh, buttons, buttons. Oh, come on, open it up. Primary, default, boom. Yay! But why doesn't keep... Yeah, Penpot doesn't have variables still for their components, so it doesn't keep the overriding of that specific text. But yeah, it's all right. They'll get there, I think. Yeah, I'm sure. Is this taller? Oh, why is this taller? It should be the same. Yeah, it's 2 pixels taller. What? What is happening here? Did I tweak it accidentally? I think I tweaked it accidentally. Or maybe not. What is going on? 10 and 10. Oh, I see. Yeah. I think I tweaked it accidentally by dragging it. That's weird that a component, you're allowed to tweak a component pretty much accidentally, but it's fine. Okay, so we got this, we got that. Then we want to have a subtitle. Here we want to also have this centered, center align this, and this can be a little bit lighter, not as a base, but it is for our text that says this one, like trigger the compose window when in the mail tab or something like that. And why this is not center aligned now? Oh god. my pain, my struggle. Okay, 3 pixel distance. Let's put it here. Then what we want to show the currently existing shortcuts, a shortcut, and then an empty field to say type the new shortcut here. So we want exactly this, slap in here with a label title or something like that. We can do this current default shortcut, default shortcut. This also needs to be center aligned. Default shortcut. Are we good with this? We can have a little bit. Maybe this is. Duplicate, and we go here and we say type a new shortcut. And then we want to use our components. The forms input field. Let's use the default input field. If we use the default input field, we don't need here. Type a new shortcut, and this can be boom, boom. Helper text. Focus. Press and hold all the modifiers. Some helper text. I don't know. Something that might be useful, but this should be a little bit smaller. And maybe this could be... Look at this. And also this. Container. This is a flex layout. We want this to the side. Yes. Container. Okay, let's do this. Label 3 forms. Okay. Let's slap it in the center as well. This could be, yeah, maybe centered. Why collapses? Keep my layout, please. Keep my layout. Keep my panels open, please. How do I align this to the center? Wait 100%. Can I align it to the center? It doesn't allow me to. Can I align it to it, please? Okay, whatever. Oh, it doesn't matter. These are tiny little data. Type a new shortcut. Okay, so we got this situation here. And now the last thing that I want to do, first of all, I need to give it a little bit better spacing because they should be together, and then they should be a little bit more separation up. 30 pixels. Let's go 30 as well, 30, and then we can give this another 30. Yes, and we can shrink this down a little bit. Okay. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. The last famous words. Write a new message is type a new shortcut. It should be fine. Okay, the last thing that I want to do, I can delete these two things because those are references. It's good. Customizing dialog. I want to here we have the warning. Where is it in the wireframes? Warning, new shortcuts. Let's grab this as an example, our notification example, and then we can slap it in the IFI, and then we can consider using our default notifications component. Warning, we can have a warning here. Okay, let's see if this behaves properly when we add a bunch of things. Okay, that's not, but I want to fixed with. I cannot edit this because this is okay, I need to unfortunately extract it for a component, but actually can, oh no, this is a container. Can I wrap? Yeah, I want to wrap this. Oh, I hate when I'm changing things and nothing changes. Literally nothing changes. fix width. Alrighty. Okay, now we're talking. Let's do this, but text is left aligned. And then here, what do we have? The space a little bit more, please. Okay, 40. And Y is not respected. And this, why this doesn't grow with it? Why don't you grow with it? Grow. How do you make it grow? Size preset? No. Yeah. No, fix side. Grow. Why don't you scale with it? This is a bit annoying. It's not considering this text. Oh, the height of this text. Auto height? Do I need auto height? Oh my God. Okay, I am tired of this, so no more flex layout. This is pretty silly. No more, none of this. I don't have time to waste with this. I just want to do it very quickly, and I just need a visual confirmation that this makes sense. So I want this to be much smaller, and yeah, it does not work well. Okay, and then I want another thing here. Okay, let's do something like this. Okay, then I want to duplicate this, which didn't work. Duplicate, no. Detach instance. Okay, what is this? What is this? What is happening? Sorry, I'm collapsing. I'm struggling here. I don't need this. Okay, duplicate, and then it's a Control Q, close application, close application. What if we do something like this? If the user types a shortcut that we already have, we show it like this. You're editing a shortcut that we already have. Control Q, close application, something like this. Oh, I need to step away from this. I need to get away from this. Does this have the... No, this has nothing. This is just a container, so get wrecked. Get wrecked. Notification. The frustration is bubbling up. Okay, so now we can group these, align it to the center, then these we can get a little bit of a rest here, shrinking it down, and you don't show me anymore when I'm resizing, because whatever, I guess that's the downfall of web application, that they're so damn slow. Okay. Para-pa-para-pam-pam. Okay, this is the warning. One thing that we could explore is to make it a little bit scarier here, maybe the colors, but this is fine, I think. Okay, so mental sanity, and then we're gonna stop designing and we're gonna start doing some coding. But this is the layout of the HUD, the heads-up display, when the user presses maybe like question mark, or there's a menu entry like show customizable shortcut or show shortcuts HUD, if it's something that users can figure out, whatever. Show shortcuts. Give me all the shortcuts. This is an overlay takeover that appears on top of everything else. This is like an example of Thunderbird UI at the bottom behind it. We have the ability, the focus goes directly on the field, so users can start typing and search, and this is auto filters there. But if the user doesn't want, we show only the shortcuts per section. The user can open the drop down and they can select the mail space, the calendar space, the address book space, and we just list them all. This is a scroll area, so maybe we should show a scrolling. A scrolling thingy. 3 or let's do width is 4 pixel, and we put it here. This is scrolling thingy. User, great, whatever. We can make it smaller. Okay. This is a scrollable area. Then, if the user clicks on the little pencil to edit the shortcut, we open this little thing. And these could probably, I hate to open an overlay on top of an overlay. So these probably something maybe could slide in or slide out or slide to the side, or slide could take over the whole things. I don't know. These are the elements that we want. So we will represent them later and see how we can handle it without opening something on top of another thing. It's just so annoying. We want to use the name of the action and a description of the action if the action has a description, because maybe the action context name is just too is not as easy to identify. Then we represent the default shortcut here. Maybe this could also be inside a little bit of a container here, or a wrapper, something to visually make it a little bit more interesting. Let's make this our something like this. We can slap it this way. The accessibility of this is not great, so we make it a little bit more, a little bit stronger, lower, subtle. No, let's leave it at that. Simplicity. Simplicity is king here. Can we central line this too? Thank you. Boom, 31, 18. Okay. Oh my God, I didn't do anything and this just shrinked it down. Why? I'm not enjoying this. It's fine. It's fine. Positive thinking. This is an amazing tool. They accomplished amazing things. It's phenomenal, but it's tough. It's tough sometimes, but it's fine. The downfall or why is this selected? Why is resizing? I don't want this to be selected. Don't select it. Thank you. Yeah, so we open this thing, we show the currently default shortcut, and then we allow the users to just select this input field and then type your shortcut, and we're gonna automatically recognize it. The users will be able to save this. This of course is disabled if there's no new shortcut, or maybe just save things like that. Probably exploring an option to disable this shortcut, and do we have some icons for enable, disables? What if... An option to disable the shortcut. An option to clear the message we need. Do we have a clear icon or a cancel or delete? Okay, this is something that needs to go in the scope of work. Clear, no. Disable. Ability to disable existing shortcut. Okay, this is something that we need to design. Yes. We want the ability to disable existing shortcut. Ability to clear customized shortcuts. So something like here. For example, okay, let's okay. Let's do this first. Let's change this to a... We don't have a primary disable button here, but this should be disabled. So let's make it like super sketchy, something like this. I don't know, 50%. This is like disabled because you don't have anything. Did I put 50% only the color, not the whole element? I want 50% the whole element. Yes, thank you. Boom. Okay, so something like that. Okay, the shadow. The shadow doesn't follow. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, then let's create an example of this is being customized. So the new shortcut is Control plus Shift plus A, something like that, right? Can put maybe semi-bold. Can do this. And this is not a 50% anymore, it's 100. And then here we want to have a clear icon. Yeah, sorry, Micah. Where's the clear? Following you. I'm following you. Yay! Boom. Okay, maybe I can use this. Clear small. Copy as SVG. My internet crashed for 2 minutes. Is this the same streaming? Am I back on this? Please let me know. I don't know if OBS was able to... Yeah, I don't know if OBS was able to catch the old streaming again and not nuke it. Oh, I'm back. Oh my god, this is amazing. Okay, hey, technology. This is fantastic. Okay, yeah, yeah. Oof. Yeah, my internet just went off. Nice. Okay, so what we were saying, oh my god, I had a small panic attack. No, it's my internet. I saw like my connection just drop down to 0 and then OBS crashing and said unable to connect to the internet. Like, what is happening? And yeah, everything freaked out all of a sudden. But yeah, I'm back. All right. So here we got these at 100%. That's what we were doing. But then we need those. We need that. Oh, I got disconnected. No, I'm not gonna. Oh my god. Oh, I got disconnected. Okay. I need to do things. Okay. While I do things, you're not gonna see me do things because I need to. Wow. I got kicked out of everything. This is incredible. This is like riveting. As the most exciting. Which one is it? Is this? Okay. Wow. What a roller coaster of emotions. Okay, let's go back to this. We were saying explorations. We got the delete icon here, the clear icon. And I'm gonna right click, copy as SVG. And then try to paste it into the design system. It's loading. Oh, so painful. Excitement of live streamings, folks. Folks, this is live. We're doing it live. Okay, 16 by 16. We can slap it inside icon SM and call it icons small clear. And then we create component. We should have it now. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to assets, Thunderbird, components, icons, icon small. Clear. Look at this. It's pretty fast. It's pretty damn fast. Okay, can clear. But also, another request for you, Micah, on the fly. Laurel is gonna be so mad at me because I'm distracting you with on the fly request. Disable the shortcut. Like, I want the ability to allow the users to disable the shortcuts. And the shortcuts, like, having an empty string is not a good way to disable these. So yeah, we should have another method. But for example, actually, let's do this. Like, control Q. Is this? Yes. Can I change this to a warning error? It breaks everything. I hate this. Okay. Panpot, you should implement variables. Okay, so let's do this something like this, right? If we do this and we expand it and we move this thing at the bottom, then we do slap this inside and we make it centered. And we make this center. This is what happens. Or maybe this could be even like full screen, full size. Yeah, I think it should be full size. So there's no way that users are gonna miss this, and we have like much more space to write our things. Yeah, that can be done. See, like, design iterations are good, are important. It's getting if you see jittering, this is not the live streaming. It's actually Penpot that is having a hard time when expanding the design. We have an icon with the circle with a slash through it, but I'm not sure if the metaphor works here. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Where do we put this then, though? Where do we put this? Oh, why don't we use a toggle? Why don't we do this? Oh, I had an idea. Why don't we? Ha ha ha! Look at this. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. We do this. We put it here to the side. And yeah, you were typing. Yes, a toggle. A toggle. And then we have a little toggle with a thing enable. I think I'm faster in just designing it on the fly. So I'm gonna do this. And 12, I think. This is, yeah, no, like this. A little bit taller, and then we do oval here, and we make this. Oh no, this needs to be fixed size. How do we add 3 pixel 4? So we do 18 by 18, and then we put it at 3 pixel here, and this is our primary color. Default. The background of these should be darker, but well, I mean, it should be lighter, but it's fine. And we make a little a little tiny text to the side here, and we make it enabled. And we call it this. Oh, God. Okay, first group, then center line, then group, then slap it at 15 pixel there and 15 pixels here. Okay, and enable, we make it the color of the sun. Make it 12. This is too much. We want this secondary base or secondary raised. Could be something like this. This is massively long. We don't need it this long, but it's fine. Why are you... Make it 50 and then move it to the side. Okay, and then I really want to give it a slight blue tinge to make it a little bit more obvious that is active. Was this here? We had a base. This was the base, yes. And then we can give it a stroke. I'm seriously designing on the fly, and this is absolutely atrocious, but I think it should. I think it's fine. Then we can refine it later on. This is to give the concept. Yeah, I think this should be good. We can make this a 15. Okay. This is very Microsoft-y, though. No. Let's align this to the right text. Okay. Yes. So we can allow to disable this whole shortcut. We have our shortcut title action to the side, and we have all these bottom parts for the description. So we can have like a much why Penpot likes to move things. Okay. Yeah, we can copy this header here. G copy and delete this. Delete this. How many? Oh, it deleted it, but it didn't update. Yeah, slap it here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. This makes sense. This makes sense. This button with the drop shadow here is driving me insane. Oh, God. Okay, so let's fix this. This is 100. How do I make this button transparent a little bit? Okay, we can disable the drop shadow, but then I need to do it like for the fill and the stroke. Okay, I guess. I guess, yes. Yeah. No, I don't want to save this file. It's online. Everything's saved. Alrighty. Hey, this is great. I'm kind of stoked. Yeah. This is good. Yeah, if the user defines a custom shortcuts that already exist, there's a conflict there. We just want to show a warning because we want to allow them to overwrite. It would be overwritten if saved. And if the user they save, like for in this example, Control Q will be disabled or cleared. Or if we put an empty string, yeah, I think we can disable it. Like if something overrides another one, we disable it. So users need to re-enable it and give it another custom shortcuts. And if they enable it and the default shortcut is a conflict with a customized shortcut, we can say you need to specify a new shortcut for this because it's overwritten by write a new message Control Q. So we can allow that. Yeah, This is nice. This is good. I think design is finished and it's good enough to start doing development iterations, because otherwise we're gonna get stuck in here forever, and it's fine. We can iterate, we can go back and polish it later, but this is good enough. Do you all agree? Chat? Thumbs up. Yes. Okay, this is fantastic. All right, so a couple of things. It's been almost 1 hour and a half, almost 2 hours that I'm doing this, so I'm getting tired. But before I conclude this, I don't think we're gonna have time to do development right now, but I can show you a couple of things. The first thing is I found this gem from 9 years ago in the web extension Bugzilla section to better keyboard shortcut support. This is a meta bug to improve the keyboard shortcuts and support other commands and create some customization and things like that. But then the absolute gem was this one from Firefox. 16 years ago, David D suggested to create a keyboard shortcut heads-up display for Firefox. That would have been amazing. And we have mock-ups here. Look at this. Look at this thing. Like, can you imagine having something like this 16 years ago, 15 years ago? That would have been groundbreaking. Dark and light mode, that would be fantastic. And then like making this clickable to customize them would have been like the next step and things like that. There are some patches here with positive feedback of let's try to give it a try. And then Danny, I don't know, yeah, you're still here. You also shared this. Like, why don't we, now that it's all HTML, we don't have Zool anymore, why don't we create an about shortcuts page where this is, look at this. Like, this is very like, it's been VS Code before VS Code was a thing. But of course, if you start reading the description and the reasoning and things like that, this is very complicated to do in Firefox because of the way the shortcuts are set with like Zool commands and Zool keys. So a challenge that I'm gonna have a lot is finding a good approach to transfer all our current shortcuts into a new thing. But yeah, we can do that. So the first thing that I want to do, I want to create a meta bug here. Thunderbird. Is this general? Like, what is this? So, okay, let's create a meta bug, implement customizable shortcuts, and see if we have, yeah, we don't have another. Okay. This is a task. Priority P3. We have no severity, and we can slap it into, this is general. Preferences, OS integration. Yeah, I think it's general. I think it makes sense. Okay, version is going to be on trunk, platform, all platforms. Okay. Status, not verified. Won't fix. We're not gonna uplift this to 128. Yes, Danny. If my work is decent, I'm more than happy for the Firefox developers to steal that and implement it upstream and make it better, and they can improve it. But yeah, this is a proof of concept. I want to do keywords. We want to have the meta keyword because this is a meta bug. Meta bug to track the work needed to implement customizable shortcuts in Thunderbird. Customization, customizable, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we create the meta bug. Submit. Now we have this. We're gonna copy the summary and we're gonna slap it into the scope of work here. Meta bug. Boom. Pam. I don't like this. Boom. Let's leave it. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. Muzafer, yes, I deleted my Twitter account. You know, Nazis and such. I'm a Mastodon. You can go on Mastodon Social. What is that? Mastodon Social. I'm here. Alika. I'm all here. Yeah, you can follow me on Mastodon, and I talk about random shit. But yeah, do it. Follow me on Mastodon. Okay, we got this, and I think that's it. I think I'm gonna end this live streaming. Kind of exhausted, but yeah, good progress. We kind of found our footing in design. We were able to identify some potential extra things that weren't part of the scope of work, and we updated the scope of work with the ability to clear customized shortcuts and ability to disable existing shortcut. So this is not an empty string approach, but toggle. Yes, this is much more convenient and understandable for the user. We did some good design exploration. We have a good direction here. So moving forward, we're gonna need to update our shortcuts manager. We have a shortcuts manager already, and the shortcuts manager implementation is very standalone. I mean, it recognizes the app constants, like, so it recognizes if you're on Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. Uses Fluent to show a predefined example. Like, this is the most, like, the bigger one. If you have a shortcut that includes the meta Control Alt Shift on Linux and Windows, you're gonna see it printed this way because that's the format, but on macOS you're gonna see printed this way. And there are all the variations here. So we are able to leverage this to generate pretty shortcuts and visually appealing shortcuts. It's pretty good. But yeah, the thing is that this file, like the shortcuts, right now there are only 5 shortcuts for the primary sections. They're all hard-coded. And just the key is 1, and we have a meta key, like alt key is true. So yeah, what we need to do, we need to generate an SQLite file, set up the schema, and we have the schema, an initial scope of schema here for our shortcuts table, ID, action, context, shortcuts, and override, and our context table, ID, name, description. We need to add description if needed. That's great. So yeah, next session, we're gonna start coding right away. We're gonna see how we can generate an SQLite file, slap it in our profile. So then once we have Thunderbird sync, we can sync it and then allow users to save it and store it into their profile and regenerate it everywhere. Never lose your shortcuts ever again. And then define a first schema, and then see if the schema version, we can keep track of that and maybe do migrations, but that's something for the future. Maybe I shouldn't do. But the first thing would be like populating that with our some of the shortcuts that we have, like 2 or 3, just an example, and then start with the front end and start creating the components, trigger the components with fake data, and then start going from there. So yeah, the objective of this implementation is to be finished before the end of this year. The tricky part is that I work on this only exclusively during live streaming. So things might be horribly wrong, or it might take me 2 years to finish this. But this is a good thought experiment. And yeah, if you like this, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, share it. As I said, this is my effort. This is our effort to show how difficult it is to implement new things in Thunderbird, and the thought process, and how careful we are, and all the experimentation, and all the reviews, and the exploration, everything that we do, kind of to go against the wrong, incorrect narrative of, oh, you change things just because you like changing them, or don't focus on this, just fix the bugs. A lot of the bugs, hundreds of bugs that we receive, are because shortcuts are not customizable and shortcuts conflict with native operating systems. So this is another approach to solve the problem for good and allow users to customize the shortcuts. It's a useful feature, but a lot of people write us like, why don't you just code it? Why don't you just implement it? I'm sure it's not that difficult. Like, it is extremely difficult. So, and this is all for the sake of open source and being open and allowing people to see what we're doing. So yeah. All right. I'm going to have lunch right now and take a big break. But thank you all for participating. Thank you so much, Micah, always for your support. You're the best. It's live design collaboration. Love it. Yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for writing. And I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.